Hi, I'm Noelle Hyman from paperclipping.com, and I'm here with Ali Edwards at the Technique Tuesday booth. Hey, Ali.
Hi, Noelle.
How are you?
I'm good. It's always good to see you.
I know. I'm so glad you're back to come into the CHA shows. It's fun.
Super fun.
Yes.
Super fun.
Well, we're going to look at your stamps because you launched like 30 new stamps for this show.
A lot. 30. I don't know why.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking, yes, go. No. I think a variety this time. A few different sorts of things, too. So
okay,
I'll show you.
Let's take a look.
Okay, cool.
Well, I think we were going to start first by looking at a couple of your Project Life pages. Okay. And you can show us how you used a couple of your stamps and your card. You have like these stamp card thingies.
Yeah, so one of the things that we have, and we actually launched these in the summertime, are these story cards. And they're essentially for Project Life. Like you could use them on other layouts, or some people have used them on cards, but I'm using them in Project Life. And so the one that you're seeing that's on there right now is one that's, it comes like this with the life on it, and then I just used a piece of washi tape that actually flips up, and you can see on the bottom, they're printed front and back, and on the bottom we left a blank space where you could stamp something else in there. Most of the stamps that I have now are kind of sized to this size. So sentiment-based things that are going to fit on like a 3x4 card is kind of the direction that we've been heading. So flip up little thing, just something that's a little different. I think that's the back one. Yeah, thank you.
That's fun.
Yeah, and so most of the ones that I really like to keep Project Life simple. So a lot of what I'm doing is really just taking those cards and just journaling directly on them. I do some stitching with letter stickers and that sort of thing too. See if we can find another example here.
I like the way that you stitch over letters in it. It's still a modern, clean way that you do it.
Yeah, and it's still nothing that takes very much time too. Like I have my sewing machine out, which is a major thing. I think if you don't have it out, then it becomes something that takes a lot of time. So let's see. I think we had one more that was coming up here. These are full page pictures, just as you're seeing them. It's like they're 12 by 12s that have just been cut down to fit into the pockets. Here's an example on this page right over here of one of the story cards, but then also one of my stamps, so a circle stamp that says hello today that I stamped on white cardstock and then cut out and put on the back. The white clocks, I think that those could have been a Studio Calico clock stamp. I can't remember where those came from, but we're using white ink, so yeah.
Using what? White ink? Oh, for the clock.
white ink for the clocks from, I think from Color Box is the white ink that I've been using. It's been really good, so.
All right, so we're going to see how you stamp on one of your cards. We're going to look at your stamps, and then we're going to look through your other album, like one of your basic layout albums. So
let's see, I'll go this way.
Okay, and I'm going to move this so you have room to work. Okay.
So this is really simple stamping, right? Okay, I feel like I don't do a lot of things that are very complicated. But you can see these are the fronts of these cards. Each one of them has a sentiment on the front, and then they're blank on the back with lines. And one of the things that I like about the lines on these ones is that they're really light. So you can definitely do some writing on there, and it's not going to be distracted from the lines. So here's a small little stamp set. This one's called Days of the Week. And so there's cursive ones and then printed, and you can just real simple, and they're going to fit right in that space. So I'm going to pull them off the back, and we'll put it right onto the block here.
Is every day of the week represented with both cursive and printed?
Yes, I believe so. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. While you're stamping, I'll be checking it out.
I'm pretty sure. We'll just do Wednesday, but it has an I heart on there, like a love. Actually, we'll go like this. Okay, this is, telling you guys, this is complicated stuff here. Okay, we're gonna put the Wednesday right in there. And then let's do love too. Just the word love on there. But like I said, it's really the idea of like sizing it, sizing things that are a little bit smaller than what's been, maybe some of the stamps in the past have been a lot bigger, kind of sizing it down for the projects that people are working on now. Sorry, Izzy, I'm a little. So stuff like that, simple. You could do it in all kinds of different colors, but it's mainly size-based. And then the same thing you could do on these other ones as well, where these stamps are actually, fitting right in those spaces.
All right, cool.
Simple and easy.
All right, so before we jump to your other album, we are going to take a look at your stamps.
Okay,
and so
cool.
should we start over here? Let me
Yeah,
get on
let's do
this
that.
side of you and you get over.
So, like Noelle said, I've got about 30 different new stamp sets this time, and they're kind of in a variety of different sizes. Most of them are repeating the same sorts of things that I've done in the past, which are everyday life themes, and then a mixture of handwriting and font-based graphic sentiments is essentially what I do. A lot of days of the week, a lot of love, this and that sorts of themes, and different size ones too. You can see we've got some that are smaller, just overall stamp set is smaller. And then down here we've got some that are 4x6 size. This is one of my favorite ones with the arrows, where we've got the reverse and then the outline. You can see how those were used over on this layout here as well. So arrows have always been really popular, and then circles too. Circles are something that I've always liked. Down here we've got one of the digital products that I do have been things that you can cut out with the silhouette that I've done 4x6 size, and these are obviously smaller. We've scaled them down, and they make nice little accent stamps as well. Let's see. So trying to think, talk at the same time.
Yeah,
arrows, the arrows with the sentiments, a card there that Izzy was just showing with the lines and the heart. That's a size 3x4. That'd be great for Project Life too.
Do you have all of these available digitally too, or is it?
Most of them are. Some of them have been adjusted, so there's not a direct match on all of them. But a lot of them most of them have come from something. So from some digital set that's going to be semi-similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this one right here, is that ink? It looks digital.
Yep,
Is that ink?
that's ink on that one. So that's coming from that stamp set right there that's called Dear Time.
So
You can see.
it presses really cleanly, because
Yeah.
I thought that was digital for sure.
Yeah, no, that's stamped right onto one of the story cards. And these are cool because these are, those are big, long, nice kind of narrow rectangle shape text.
Yeah.
I like that too. That's kind of something different.
Using graphics, design, and text, and
Yes.
putting it together. So now you have a monthly program.
Yes, so I think we're going into about year 3 now of having Studio AE, which is a monthly auto ship stamp club, is essentially what it is. And each month, the people that are signed up for it can get a new stamp set that's automatically sent to you. These stamps also, you can get them on sites like 2Ps or scrapbook.com a couple weeks later. So they're available there as well. I think they're a couple dollars more buying them from them versus being a part of the club.
Okay. And now we're looking at are these all of your cards, your story cards?
And those are all the different designs. They each come in like the gray, a red, and a green. And so there's a few different other ones, just different colors related to those same designs.
All right.
Yeah.
And any last few ones let's look at? There's a great layout there.
Yeah, fun layout up here. This is an 8x8, and it's just a 8x8 photo that was printed that I stamped that Hello Evening, which is from the set right next door to it there, and cut it out with a circle punch and adhered it using some foam dots and used those little stars. Those stars are from Jenny Bolin. Put them around the outside. The love was cut with a silhouette and then adhered on there, and the journaling was printed directly on the photo when I printed it out at the same time. So
I love that.
yeah, that was a good one. One other thing that's new that I just would want to point out is we're doing some alphabets. Technic Tuesday used to do a ton of alphabets. That was kind of what they were known for a few years ago. And a lot of those have been put into the vault, essentially. And so we came out with some uppercase and lowercase in 2 different sizes for stamping. And this was a really cute layout from Linda Barber. So she stamped all those words right onto the photo.
And then we've got lots of cute little ones
little
that you can
circle,
just
kind
add.
of some flare, flare sized, circle, accent, sorts of things, you and me, all those same sorts of themes in there.
Okay, so let's look through your other album here.
Want me to grab it?
Yeah, do you mind?
No.
Thank you. Okay. So why don't you tell us what you've done here?
Okay, so this layout, a lot of times I like to do these full page things. So this is a 2-page layout that one side is on a transparency, and these pieces have been cut with a silhouette. So these big circles, which I have these in stamps too. So they've gotten small, like see that one right there. Yeah, so they're smaller size. You can get them as stamps, but they started out, as digital files. But this is one of my stamp sets here that's embossed with the silver zing embossing powder from American Crafts. So that's the way, I say that I don't do a lot of technical things. I think as far as I get is really embossing powder. That's about it. And then I've repeated it on the other side with another stamp there using the embossing, kind of bring it back together. And then that little guy was embossed too.
So do these 2 pages go together?
Yeah,
then?
this is one like a spread.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it gives it unity across the page.
Yeah, the rule, having the 3 stuff too. So I like to have 3s.
So let's flip through here and see if we find any more of your stamps. Do you know where the next one is, or do we
I'll
just kind of enjoy these pages while we're looking?
Yeah, no, we'll flip through and find a couple. So this was another stamp set that I did that was from, I think, the last show. I think these are still available as well. Kind of a banner. Life is good, loving this. That was is a stamp set. These were from a Christmas. This is a stamp also right here that's embossed with the glitter embossing powder.
It's a glitter embossing powder?
Embossing powder, which is also that same Zing American Crafts brand. And that was from a December Daily stamp set this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fun. All right, let's see what else. Oh, cute.
Yeah, and so this one then, this is a 2-page spread. This is a stamp, one of my stamps right here. That would be a text-based one.
Lifetimes are made of moments just like this.
Yep.
And that one's not,
That's
though?
letter stickers.
Oh,
yep.
I feel it.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So maybe look at it in a couple more pages.
This one has, I'm going to pull the stamp set off.
It looks like it looks like pattern paper there, but that's
this one. I've had a few different, it actually looks like it was a love one. Oh, this moment, yeah. So I used a couple different, but that's the stamp set that was used to make the background pattern on there. So I picked an ink color that was kind of close to a cream, a little bit darker than a cream, to just do a kind of scaled back pattern using those stamps. So
it looks, like a tone on tone. I thought it was pattern paper at first. I thought we flip through this one because there's no stamp on it.
It took me a minute to look too. So
it's really cute. I like how that turned out. Okay, and then let's see here.
This is one of my stamps, and that's embossed also.
That's pretty. Is it kind of goldish or cream?
Yeah, I think it's kind of a beige, I guess a brownish beige. That is too, also embossed. Yeah, yeah.
Did you cut this chipboard piece down?
Yep.
To fit the space there.
Yep. I liked the colors in that one.
All right, and then we got.
That one has there was a gift. That's from a Thanksgiving set.
Give thanks. Is that too also?
Yes, that was part of a Halloween. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's all the same set.
Oh.
Kind of a gratitude, give thanks / Halloween one.
Okay, this is so cute.
Yeah.
Is that one of your stamps?
That was. Let's see. I think this one is actually using Julie Faye Fan Balzer's stencils from Crafters Workshop. I think that's what it's called. So that is embossed through the stencil.
Okay.
And this is a silhouette cut. That one I think doesn't have any stamps on it. Half the time it's hard to remember. But this now is a stamp in a different size. Here, I'll pull that one off too.
Okay. I love how it's on this 12 by 12 photo, and then all these cute Studio Calico stars.
Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Those wood stars. So here's you can see, so the translation is that this was done as a digital product that you can cut with the silhouette, and then we took it and made a stamp out of it.
Okay.
In this, we're doing a standardized size with the circles. It's like 1 3/4, so that you could use a punch with it. So it's like a 1 3/4, and then we have a 1-inch one also. So trying to standardize it so that it's easy to use a circle punch with them.
Fun. Well, and then here you've made a grid collage, and there's one space left, and it looks like you used a stamp, one of your stamps for that.
Summertime stamp in there, and then letter stickers around the edges there.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thanks
so
for
welcome.
you letting us actually get into your album. I think everybody should bring their scrapbook albums so we can all see.
It's so much fun to see it in real life. That's what every time I've ever taught a class, I always take my stuff because I remember the first time that I went to an event and seeing people's stuff in real life is a whole other different experience.
It is. It looks different in person.
Yeah. It's cool.
All right. So we've got Allie Edwards and all of her stamps, and they're called, also your cards are called story cards.
Story cards, yep. That's what we're calling them, yep.
And you can get them through Technique Tuesday. I'm Noelle Hyman with paperclipping.com.